If you are wondering how to fill out Part A of the Disability Tax Credit Certificate, which is also called the T2201 form, then this is the video for you. All links and videos mentioned can be found in the downloadable script below. If you are not sure if you may be eligible, check out Part 1 of our Disability Tax Credit video series, or discuss your impairment with your medical professional. If you think you may be eligible for the Disability Tax Credit, the next step is to apply using the Disability Tax Credit Certificate, which is also called the T2201 form. The T2201 form is a required and standardized document that you must submit to the government, who will then decide if you are eligible for the tax credit. A tax credit is like a gift card that reduces the amount of income tax you owe in a year. For example, if you owe $1,265 in income tax, but you received a $500 tax credit, then you would only owe $765 in income taxes. There are two parts to the T2201 form. Part A, which is completed by the person with the disability or on their behalf, and Part B, which is completed by your medical professional. This video will cover Part A, but check out the third video in the Disability Tax Credit series for information and advice for completing Part B. You should consult your medical professional before completing Part A to ensure your disability does meet the criteria set by the government. Part A, Section 1, covers information about the person with the disability. This can be filled out by the person with the disability or on their behalf. Section 1 asks for the name and social insurance number of the person with the disability, their mailing address, and their date of birth. This is an example of how Section 1 should be completed. Pause the video if you need to, using the spacebar, or tap the screen. Section 2 should be completed only if the person with the disability will not be directly receiving the tax credit amount. Information for the person claiming the tax credit goes here. If you personally have a disability, skip this section and move to Section 3. Section 2 asks for the name and social insurance number of the person who is claiming the tax credit. The person claiming the credit must indicate their relationship to the person with the disability. For example, are they your spouse or common law partner, or your dependent? A dependent is defined as a person with a disability who relies on another person, especially a family member, for financial support. This may be your child, grandparent, or sibling. Question 1 of Section 2 asks, does the person with the disability live with you? If they do or have lived with you, indicate all the years which they have lived with you. Question 2 asks, if you answered no to Question 1, does the person with the disability regularly and consistently depend on you for daily activities, like food or shelter? If they do, you must indicate for which years they regularly and consistently depended on you. The last part of Section 2 asks you to provide as much detail as possible about the regular and consistent support you may provide to the person with the disability, and how that may affect your life. For example, individuals with FASD may need higher levels of or 24-hour supervision, academic or educational supports, or assistance with daily tasks or other operations related to their executive functioning. Make sure you thoroughly explain the support you provide, including as much detail as necessary. You may be asked to provide documentation or receipts to supplement your form, so make sure you are accurate in your writing. Section 3 must be answered by the person with the disability or the person who is claiming the tax credit amount. This section asks if you want the CRA to automatically adjust your tax returns for all applicable years, should you be approved. We recommend answering yes to Section 3, as this is less work for you. Section 4 is the authorization, which must be completed by the person with the disability or their legal representative. By signing your name, you authorize your medical professional to give the government the necessary information about your disability so a decision can be made. Your signature also allows the CRA to adjust your tax returns if you selected yes to Section 3. Part B of the T2201 form must be taken to your medical professional, who will certify that you have a severe or prolonged impairment in your physical or mental functions. You can visit www.fasdNL.ca/DTC for more information or email us at contact@fasdNL.ca. Check out the third video in this series for more information on Part B and tips for meeting with your medical professional. Thanks for watching!